Hello everyone, today I'm in Chinatown, Japan in Yokohama, which is located about 20 miles outside of Tokyo. And as you can probably see, this is a pretty busy part of town. And this is the largest Chinatown in all of Japan. And it has a rather interesting history. It was originally built in the mid 1800s by Chinese immigrants, and it was later destroyed 2 times, and then rebuilt, of course. The first time was during a rather large earthquake in 1923, and they say it was a magnitude 8.2 earthquake that lasted between 4 to 10 minutes. So that must have been pretty scary living here back then. And then it was rebuilt, and then it was later unfortunately destroyed during the Second World War, and of course rebuilt once again. And currently there's about 250 Chinese-owned businesses and restaurants. And see if I can look at a few of these menus here. This store here, they're selling grapes and strawberries on a skewer. But it's more known for the dumplings. And this restaurant here, there's like a sea of people here. Just using the Google Translate, it basically translates as a meat pie or a dumpling, and basically it's just meat wrapped in a dough and fried or steamed. And they also have a lot of fried chicken here too. And so like here's another restaurant, and pretty similar meat pies. These are a bit more expensive, probably because they're a lot bigger. That meat pie there is about $12, and then they have a smaller one there that looks like a pork for $4. And if you are in a hurry, this really isn't the place to go, because it is just jammed with people. And I've been here a couple days now, and it doesn't really matter what time of the day or night that you come here. It's pretty much always busy. And some of these restaurants, you could watch them prepare these dumplings. And here's another store with these look like panda shaped dumplings. And these panda dumplings, the one is a chocolate custard bun dumpling, and the other is plenty of eggs and butter dumpling. And those are about $2.50 each. And it seems like most people here walk on the left side of the walkway, so just trying to get over. And here's another restaurant, and more dumplings here. Those, so I get a 4-pack for about $5. And there's the fried chicken there in the center. And some of these menus, they do translate, and some they don't. It's just a lot easier. And sometimes if you're using the translator on your phone, it doesn't necessarily translate as well as the restaurant menus that are in English. And then here's a restaurant where you could probably see them preparing some of these. And there's just a really long line here. And most of these menus, they're actually not translated, so Just going to see if I can find a menu, a restaurant that can help me out a little bit more. But for the most part though, these are dumpling restaurants. I guess some offer seafood too, and of course chicken seems to be popular. And here's a couple other restaurants in here. This one, see, this is helpful here. See, it translates this, and the top here is a scallop in a shell with cellophane noodles and garlic. I didn't realize those were cellophane noodles on top. And then you have deep fried crab claw, typhoon shelter shrimp. Let's see what else. Stir fried liver with garlic chives, sweet and sour pork, deep fried duck. And some of these restaurants, they do a pretty good diagram of what a dumpling is. And here, this one, you can see it's open in the center, and that would be a seafood dumpling. And 3 of those are about $10. And here they got various different kinds. There's vegetable and pork and beef. And then across the street, this is a interesting restaurant. They got these roasted duck here, and a small plate of duck is $5. That's a pretty good deal. It must be a pretty small plate, because one of those whole ducks I've seen at other restaurants, they're about a little over $100 each. So they are pretty expensive if you want a bigger portion size. And here's another dumpling restaurant. 6-pack of dumplings, about $7. And there's pork dumplings, about $3 each. And there's someone in the back there. You see they got a big plate of meat, and then they just roll the dumplings. I might be able to find a kind of a better restaurant that'll give you an idea of how they're made. But just the general idea is they're just basically a meat in the center, and then the dough is rolled around them. And here, this person here is preparing some dumplings there. So they got the center meat, and they're just rolling that in the dough there. So it looks like a pretty simple process. And they either steam those or fry them. And this is pretty much Dumpling City. All these restaurants have some form of a dumpling on their menu. Let's see if this menu here translates. Looks pretty similar to the last one, and that's not in English. And I actually haven't eaten at any of these restaurants since I've been here. I've basically tried to find restaurants where you could order on a kiosk that translates for you, just because it just makes it so much easier. Kind of basic Japanese fast food, and it's actually pretty cheap. Like if you just want a chicken leg with a rice bowl and a soup, that's maybe $5-6. And here's some more of these strawberries on a skewer, and those look like they are glazed with something. I'm not sure what they do, if those are maybe sugar coated. I don't think they fry them. So if someone is watching this and you happen to know how those are cooked, that would be helpful. But my guess is that they glaze them with some sort of a sugar coating. And here's another restaurant across the street. So this place, they also sell ducks, and they got these roasted ducks out here, and a whole one is $100 here. And also, besides restaurants and shops, they also have several hotels in this area. And right behind me is the Rose Hotel, and this is listed online as a 3.5-star hotel, and that costs about $210 per night, which is quite a bit more than what I'm paying right now. And I'm staying maybe about a quarter mile down this street here to the right, and the hotel I'm staying at is called Live Max, and I guess it would be more of a maybe like a 2.5 star, and it's supposed to be more for business people. And it's just a very the rooms are very small basically, and just a few other things. There's a information center and a gift shop across the street, but I'm gonna skip those for now. And so getting back to the hotel, the rooms are just very small. I would say maybe 10 by 12 maybe. I mean, my suitcase like barely fits. And here's someone getting some exercise here. They got that cart with 2 people in it. So there are a variety of hotels here, and some of them are rather expensive. And how much is it for a carriage ride on this guy's? Looks like 1,000 yen. It doesn't, not sure how far that'll get you though. So that's about $8. And there's a few more restaurants here. This is a Dotoro, and this menu, I like this better because it's translated. You get a shrimp and salmon sandwich for about $4, or a cafe latte is about $2.50. And though that was pretty much the end of Chinatown, just going to continue walking up here a little bit more. And they have a pretty nice park up here, and then we're pretty much right on the coast right now, and have a pretty good view of the ocean. And there's also a couple more hotels. I think there might be a few other restaurants. Here's a Costa Coffee, and you get a coffee or tea and a small slice of cake there for $10. And here's a Aston Martin retail car dealership. And this building here, I believe, let me see if it comes up on my phone. This is a hotel. It is called the New Grand Hotel, and it's listed as a 4-star hotel, and it's a little bit pricey here. It's about $340 a night, but I'm sure from this hotel you probably have a really good view of the ocean, because you're just right here on the coast. And there's the cart off to the side there. It looks like he's taking a break. And if I have time, I'll give a short overview of the hotel I'm staying at, because it is kind of interesting how the rooms are just really small like that, and I guess it works out if you're just one person traveling. But for a room that's 10 by 12, I don't think you could really fit. I think 2 people would be kind of difficult to get in this room, but it is cheap, which is nice. And this is the garden necklace, and it's like this little park area. And they got fountains here in the center. It's pretty nice. The garden necklace, Yokohama. And this would be a port area right in here, and they got this ship docked here. And just looking it up online, is the Hikawa Maru. And this ship has kind of an interesting background. It was built in 1930 as a passenger ship, and so it started passenger service between Yokohama and Seattle. And I take it was a US based company, because when the Second World War started, it converted over to a hospital ship for the US Navy. And after the war, it went back to serving as a cargo ship. And then at some point they took it out of service, and it's just been parked here since then. And it looks like it's a museum, and if you have time, you could view this ship. And you got a pretty good view of the coast and downtown Yokohama from here. And here's the hotel that I'm staying at, the Hotel Live Max, and it's just about a block from the Chinatown area. And the main thing that I like about it is that it is cheap, and I think it's rated as a 2, maybe 2.5 star hotel. And I think it's meant for business travelers, just kind of single people, because the rooms, or at least the room that I'm in, is just really super small. But again, it is rather cheap. It's about $65 per night. And now just getting out of the elevator, and looks like housekeeping is doing some work, which is good to see, because I'm not sure how often they clean these rooms, and they get a little bit dusty. This is the room I'm staying in, and as you can see, it's rather small. Let me get the light here, and just barely big enough for a suitcase, and just a looks like a twin bed. And it would be nice if you could open this window, but you unfortunately cannot. So it has been getting rather stuffy in here, and this is really kind of what I don't like, is like how dusty some of this stuff is. Like, that's probably never been cleaned. This is the heat and AC unit, and have a little bathroom here. I think the bathroom on a cruise boat is probably bigger than this, but like I was saying, the price is right, and overall I would be happy with it if they would just maybe do a little bit more cleaning. And that will conclude my walking tour of Chinatown. Thank you for watching.